Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, June 4th, and I will be doing a reading specific to June 4th and June 5th, tomorrow, Friday. And I feel amazing today. I don't know, I just woke up on the right side of the bed, you guys. It's been a very up and down week. No one can deny that. You know, I talk about my friend Mikey a lot. That's him. I will call him back. Isn't it funny how people call you when you're busy? Like literally. Like my phone hardly rings, and then when I'm busy. Okay. Let's do a reading here for June 4th. I'm going to focus on June 4th right now. Calling in Serapis Bay, I'm calling in the guides, I'm calling in all of my dimensional selves. And I'm really feeling this card here. Let's see. Ooh, yes. Yes! Beautiful card, as you can see, moving forward. This goddess on a polar bear. And I apologize for the sound, that's my dishwasher. So it says, moving forward, get ready for positive change. And I'm very much feeling that today. This is probably the first day in a very long time that I feel hopeful. I've been trying to vision into the future with my third eye lately, and I don't really see a light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like, if anything, it's the beginning of major change, which it is, but I was not seeing it as being an uphill. I was seeing it more as being a downhill, just remaining in my objective perspective. That's what I was seeing personally. And today I woke up with a completely different feeling. So things have turned around. I mean, even yesterday in LA, the curfew was pushed back to 10 p.m., which is very auspicious, because going from 4 or 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. is a pretty big leap. So what I wanted to say is that moving forward, your guides are saying, try to keep a positive outlook on what's taking place right now. And I talked about this briefly yesterday in my video. And I meant it because I understand metaphysics, I understand energetics, I understand magnetics, I understand electrics, I understand that everything is an as above, so below, as within, so without case, which is that everything that we experience globally, cosmically, planetarily, is really just a product or a manifestation of what we've been through personally and what we continue to go through personally, the ups and the downs, the highs, the lows. But I'm getting today that positive change is afoot. And it's going to be here before we know it. I feel like for the first time in a long time, the world is going to resume. You may want to take note of that, because I'm getting a very clear yes on that, like a verified blue check mark, even though I don't have one on Instagram. I would love one on Instagram, but that's okay. I'm getting a very verified blue check mark on that the world, your life is going to resume really soon. Life at large will never be the same, and I think we can all agree upon that. Unanimous vote, if you will. But there has been a collective shift. I feel it myself. I used to be very, very, very obsessed with my third eye and my crown chakra and doing the work every day to work on it. Sorry, I'm going to have to move this party because my laptop is going to die. I don't know if you guys are like that too, but for me, it's like my laptop or phone is always dying. Just being honest. It's always dying. Hopefully they'll make these phones to where like they understand people are on them a lot, and they'll make it more conducive to our needs. Because realistically, everyone's on their phone all the time. Let's just be honest about that. Okay, so cool. I'm going to be plugged in here in a second. Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. And oh, good, we're charging. Let me just grab my coffee real quick, you guys. I'm sorry for putting you through my... here we are. You know, it's funny because like when I was young, I used to always get visions of a master in the Himalayas, and he tells his students or whoever comes for healing, wait, I need to go do something, I'll be back. Because he's so confident in his ability. And I never thought that I'd become that, but I guess I have. And I don't even try. It just is what it is. I want to get back to this card, you guys. It's so important right now. And it's so beautiful. Like, my computer isn't really doing it justice right now. Moving forward. We are moving forward. Get ready for positive change. I want to emphasize, this is what the guides are impressing upon us at this current moment. They're saying that, and they've been saying this to me for a while, that if you're single, you will be in love very soon. Okay, that love is imminent. If you are not single, perhaps you've been in a relationship that's been dissatisfactory, and you've been able to pluck up your courage, your strength, your confidence, and your bravery, and you're going to be leaving and exiting that relationship, and it's going to propel you into positive change. I'm also getting that a lot of you have been in cahoots, or I want to say you've been having plans or strategies with other people that you may want to be collaborating with, co-creating with, co-joining your realities with. I prefer that. And that you are setting out to start or launch a new business. So that's positive. There can be downsides to that, just being very frank with you. Just make sure that your energy is intact. Make sure that you're not energetically leaking. There's one thing that we can't run from in this world, you guys. There's one thing that we can't run from in this world, and that is that your past cycles, your past patterns will continue to haunt you until you die. They are ruthless, these patterns. They will continue to chase you until the day that you die, until you're willing to break those cycles, until you're willing to break out of your own self-created matrix. So, and matrix isn't bad. It's just that every pattern creates a grid or a web, and you get caught in that spider web. So just be very precautious as to who you align yourself with. You want to make sure that it's conducive to all that you're endeavoring to do. If there's any energy, any debris that is reminiscent of your past patterns, okay, you want to make sure that you don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pump the brakes. Regroup. And really take your time with being with yourself. Like, I'm getting a vision right now that some of you have recently broken up and you're already on the rebound talking to someone else. And you need to understand these patterns don't serve you. They do not serve you, because you're going to end up in the same position that you were before. And that's why the guys always tell me, Phil, you did it to yourself. You're doing this to yourself again. I can't put the blame on anyone else for what I create. You just can't, because you are the supreme creator being of your reality. And that will always be in effect, no matter what you do, because it's law of attraction. Law of attraction is the main principle. It's the main physics principle that's presiding over our planet. So if you carry a certain energy that is not suitable for you or for others, right? Because the energy you carry does affect other people. There are implications there. If you carry that energy, you're going to take a hit. You're going to get hit with the baseball bat, as I like to say it, by the universe. But to summarize, overall, the change is positive. You're moving forward. Maintain your positive outlook on life, because by maintaining that positive outlook, you are going to invite that higher frequency sooner than later, no matter what's going on around you, okay? So don't worry about what's going on around you. If you want to engage, if you want to partake in everything that's going on, do it with love, do it with passion, do it with a certain intent that can also be applicable to your life as a whole, to your sense of well-being, to your own frequency. Don't do anything that's going to put you in jeopardy, all right? So that's my message for you for Thursday, Friday. Or you can, you can apply this message to Thursday alone, but I got that it was more of a Thursday, Friday thing. And I want to get a subset of that message through this card. or I want to get a sub message just to complement it. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Perfect, perfect complement to the last card. We've got originality. Blaze your own trail, it says. So remember, you are the forerunners, my friends. You are the light workers. You are the starseeds. The people who are vibrating at a third dimensional level, they haven't found me yet, okay? And if they have, they quickly left. If they have, or if you've even tried to be friends, they probably already fell by the wayside. This is really about your originality, blazing your own trail, recognizing that you are the map maker, you are the forerunner, you are the one who is the steward of this new earth. And please don't lose sight of this fact, because it's very easy to kind of digress and start to focus on things that were only meaningful to you in 2011, 2012. The message I'm getting right now is that a lot of what we're seeing in the world is what we went through, all right, without trying to be condescending. It's what we went through in 2011, 2012. As you know, it takes a long time for things to become solid, for things to be brought into materiality. So right now, collectively, the shift, the huge quantum leap that we took in 2011, 2012, and I know you know what I'm talking about, all right, the winter solstice, that was the ending of all karmic cycles. And from that point forward, all right, it was whatever you choose to carry is yours. But all contracts have been null and void, and whatever it is that you're still holding on to from the karma, remember the saying, Jesus died for you. You do not have to go through and reenact everything that Jesus did for you. That's just an example. It's 2012 was the termination, the voiding of all contracts, and whatever it is that you chose to continue to participate in was of your own volition. Okay, that's of your own choosing, of your own doing, of your own making, and that's something that you're choosing to drag and to continually drag into your life. So remember, you're here to blaze your own trail. That's why you went through everything you went through in 2012. That's why you had this abrupt rude awakening in 2012. Because that you were at the bottom rung of the ladder, and it was time for you to climb that vibrational scale, to climb that vibrational ladder. Now that you're fast forward 8 years, 2020, why would you go back, blur your 2020 vision, and start to play in things that you've already done? That's the message that's coming through here. Really powerful message here. Really powerful message. Originality. By the way, I feel like I'm pretty good at reading cards. Like, not to toot my own horn, but there's a certain energy that I'm tapping into right now that all the tarot card readers do, or like I feel like I'm really tapped into that right now. Sometimes I sound like a galactic reporter, but that's not when I'm pulling cards. Right now I sound like a tarot card reader. But yeah, originality. Blaze your own trail, you guys. Like, you've already done your due diligence to overcome all these different obstacles in your life. You've done your shadow work. You will continue to do your shadow work, but remember, you're working within the realms of subtlety right now. You're not working within all these tangible realms. Like, that's a very tangible, concrete, in-your-face realm. That's the 3D. So please be your own reminder. Put a post-it, do something, do a mantra, place an affirmation, place a photo that you really gravitate to, just as a simple reminder in your everyday life when you wake up in the morning. You've done this work back in 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, and you graduated yourself into higher octaves of consciousness. You transcended those. So why would you want to backpedal yourself and go back to the bottom rung of the ladder and play in realities that are reminiscent of who you once were? So I feel like this card really works in tandem with the last card. They really complement each other. Remember, you're here to be original. Not everyone's going to get you, but you do what you do. You lend your unique frequency to this planetary body. You lend your unique frequency to the collective of the human race. You are here to do you. You are here to do what's right for you. And if you don't do that, you will always get a clap back, because when you're not doing what's in alignment with you, there is a clap back. Woo! Yes, I love that. When you're not doing what's congruent for your soul, when you're not doing what's in harmonic alignment with your own higher self, there will always be a clap back, because that's the universe saying, hey, you just stepped out of your lane. We need you to get back in your lane because that's where you're able to contribute your highest of frequencies. So that's essentially what's happening right now, okay? You need to stay on track. You need to stay on path. If you're on the train, you don't get off the train because you can't get off the train because the train is taking you to your desired destination. You do not get off the train. You can't get off the train or the subway. If it's a one-stop shop, it's like, boom, okay, departure, destination. Stay on track. And know that at the end of that, when you exit that train, there will be thousands of gifts waiting for you. A lover waiting for you, right? That's the vision coming in. It's like you're going to get off the train and you're going to be dazzled by everything that's awaiting you. You're going to be dazzled by everything that's awaiting you, but right now you may not be able to see it, but I'm telling you, I'm seeing it for you and it's happening. Okay, that is occurring for you. You just have to be a little more patient. You have to be steadfast in what it is that you've been practicing and what it is that you've been implementing in your own personal life. Because this is your universe and your external reality responds to your universe, your set of beliefs, your set of intentionalities, your set of desires, your set of energies. So remember that. Oh, I love it. I feel like this message is good for like ever. It's not even Thursday and Friday, but yes, I wanted they're saying, Serapis is saying, we wanted to pinpoint that. We wanted to draw their attention to that, to emphatically state that today's a wake-up call. Today's a call to kind of get them to bounce back into who they know themselves to be, to bounce back into that native frequency, to bounce back in what they know they're here to do, and what they know they've been engaging in that isn't for their benefit. You guys are the starseeds. You guys are the wayshowers. Do you realize that we are the ones who uphold the higher frequencies, and we are like Santa Claus's sleigh that pulls, and the reindeers that pull humanity forward. We are the forward movement, but it happens etherically. We have a different role than a lot of people, you guys. We have a very different role than a lot of people. We are the starseeds. We are the wayshowers. We are the map makers. We are the trailblazers. We are the forerunners. We are all of these things. Do you understand? Your role differs from other people's roles. Can you blend them? Yes, you can. But remember, if it doesn't feel harmonious, that's when you need to take a few steps back and go, wait a second. I think that I got overly excited. I think my ego is hijacking me. I think that I'm stepping out of my center. Your center is the greatest place you can serve from. Your center is the greatest place that you can serve from. So Serapis is saying right now that he wanted to kind of divert your attention back to what truly, 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 truly will allow you to further yourself, because you are the only one that exists. You are the one. And how can you serve the other ones? By being the one. By emitting the frequency of the being that you are, which is a creator being. And in the grander picture, you are the one being. And this entire reality has been configured for you. Your entire reality is being configured and reconfigured through you. And your entire reality was configured by you. I love that. Your entire reality is being configured through you, by you. All right? This was always about you. Sometimes we diminish how important we are as individual prime creators. You are all there is. All there is. No one will ever view this reality through your pair of eyes, through your lens. No one will ever do that. They will never be able to fully relate to you and what it is that you're in the process of concocting for yourself. Everyone has their own cauldron of creation. You are a sorcerer. And I always say that sorcerer is source-erer. You're sorcerer. Source. You are sorcerer. SOURCERER. You're a sorcerer. And so you have your own cauldron of creation, and you're going to go ahead and stir that thing, and you're going to add little spices and little herbs and all this magic. You're going to sprinkle all these things in there, all these amazing things in there, to blaze your own trail, to continue without getting distracted, right? Like a horse that's in a race. That's the vision they're giving me right now. You're like a horse that's been highly, thoroughly trained to win the race. Nothing else matters. You don't have time to look at another horse because you're too busy trying to get to the finish line. Oh, yes. You're too busy trying to get to the finish line. So you have to keep marching on until you get to that finish line. And once you get to that finish line, you'll be able to receive all the people who applaud you, all the people who celebrate you, all the people who are cheering for you. Breaking news, the audience, the crowd, woo, it's all about you. And through that, you'll be able to inspire, you'll be able to heal, you'll be able to serve those who are arriving. And even if they don't pay attention to you, then by the time they arrive, they may ask you, how did you get there? How did you do it, my friend? And you will say, you know what? I never, ever got distracted. Okay? I was consistent and perseverant, and I did not lose my focus. I did not allow my vision to get blurred. I kept that 20/20 vision. And I knew what I was here for. I knew that the greatest frequency I could lend was this moment right now where I show you, where I instruct you, where I impart this wisdom onto you. Do you understand what's going on right now? You're the only thing that matters. Only thing that matters. Let that sink in like seasoning. Like Nicki Minaj says, let it sink in like seasoning. Let it sink in like seasoning. You are divine, divine, divine being. You are a universal being. You are not just this human body. You are borrowing this human body temporarily as a visitor, as a steward of New Earth. Because that's how magnificent you are. Because you came here to leave a dent. You came here to impact this universe. You came here to be the exemplary force of what it's like to affect change on our world. That's why you're here, my friends. I'm so happy with these messages. And you know what? I take it back. This was not about Thursday and Friday at all. This message is a long-standing message. It has longevity. It will always be applicable because it's timeless. It is timeless in its nature. Really, like I'm so happy about what we did here today. But it is June 4th and June 5th in the sense that let this be. Let this be your wake-up call. Let this be the alarm bell that goes off to say, hey, you just got a notification from the universe. You just got a notification from the universe, and we want you to remain on course. We do not want you to fall off. All right? We want you to remain solid in all that you are. We want you to be sturdy in all that you are. We want you to be that example. We want you to be the evidence of what it's like to be this walking column of light. A column of light that has 2 feet that's able to walk and make everyone be awestruck at how amazing it is that you are. Your angels are marveling at how far you've come. Your angels are marveling at who you've become. Your angels don't want you to lose sight of what you've been, who you've been, that you've already graduated from. Okay? Stay on course, my friends. You've got this. And with that, I leave you, and I thank you, and I love you. And I may post this on YouTube in a day or two, but I wanted you to get this first glimpse into what this is, because I really do believe that when someone receives the frequency of it first, there's magic in that. It's like receiving a password to a party that you can get into, and then you have access to all the rooms before people enter the party. Really, there's truth in that. Really, there is truth to having the keys to every door before people arrive. All right, because you're the first one to get the intel, and you can act as a crystal for everyone else that's going to arrive to the party, my friends. So I'm going to post this on YouTube at some point. If you're on YouTube and you would like to donate, I really appreciate it. My link is feelgoodlife.com/donate, feelgoodlife.com/donate. I will attach a link below. And please, 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 please take the time to subscribe. It takes less than a second. It literally takes like 0.5 seconds. You just go to my main page, you hit subscribe, because I want this message to get disseminated. I want this message to be broadcast to as many people as we can, and it does change the algorithm. So thank you guys. I will see you soon. I love you. Know that you are a powerful, divine, majestic being of love and light. You can call upon me or Serapis, my associate. Serapis, my dear friend who's been with me since 2011, who showed me, it's been amazing just reconnecting with him. He showed me that he was there with me all along, that he was the one that for years was encouraging me to take days off the gym, for years was trying to get me to measure up to the version of myself I saw myself becoming. He was even working through my best friend Mikey every day, radiating a certain frequency, and I was always like, Mikey, I want that. You're always so chill. Like, I want that. I don't want to sweat the small stuff. And for the first time in my life, I can honestly and frankly say that I feel more chill than I ever have. There's not as much activity up here, but it's very heart-centered. And so you can call upon your guides, you can call upon Serapis Bey, you can call upon me. I'm an interdimensional traveler as well. We are all a family, we are all one. And just know that all is well and all is working in your favor. And you can even use my mantra, my universe is always bending in my favor. My universe is always bending in my favor. I love you guys.